What has one thumb and solved a huge mystery? This guy right here. This copper came out of the same molder as this copper. So I'm going to continue my test. No paper. This is the culprit wire. Wondering if the gas is coming from this. So as you saw, took the paper off of this on the wire wheel. Gonna fold this up, get it ready to go into a crucible. This is other copper that I did, or that I'm going to do, that wasn't wrapped. We'll see what kind of result we get from that. I'm gonna use an old crucible just to make sure I could still use those old crucibles, or if they're just totally wrecked. And I'm curing a brand new one that's never been used before. It's going to take some minutes to cool down, but I'm going to try to do a design of experiment, a DOE, for any quality engineers or managers out there. The whole point is to only change one variable at a time, so if whatever result you get, you know what you got. So I'm going to try to not change variables as much as possible. I think I'm going to take the old crucible and put this in it. I don't know if that makes sense. We'll see. I changed my mind actually. This is a crucible that I have not melted any of this copper in, so this one I've done a lot of good clean copper pours out of, which you've seen in other videos. So what I'm going to do is take this, what I consider clean copper, melt it in that, and we'll see what we get. Oh yeah. Because I'm holding this camera, I'm going to have to alter my comment, but what has one thumb and solved a huge mystery? This guy right here. Oh yeah, baby. So let's wrap this up. You know, these bars are all clean. These two in the back are the ones that I left the that paper coating on the wire, and we got this bubbling as you saw. And these are absolutely gorgeous, pristine. This is still going to be #1 copper. I mean, if it was tested, it would test fine. But it had some sort of outgassing going on, so that's fine, you know. If I end up opening up another welder and I get copper like this that has this paper on it, I'm not going to melt it, but that's okay. If I take the paper off by using this wire wheel, it's #1 copper anyway. So that's the whole reason why I melt in the first place, is to get #1 copper. If I take this paper off, it's already #1. Beautiful. My #1 copper bin is right there. I throw it in, all good. This is my #2 copper bin. And you can see some of this stuff still has this paper on it, which is fine. I mean, if I wanted to put this on the wire wheel, which I could, I'd get #1 for it. Although this whole thing was frustrating, it certainly wasn't a disaster, because I still ended up with a lot of copper that I can get money for. So in the future, I'll know what to do. I find stuff like that, I'm just going to take the paper off of it and throw it in one of my bins. No need to melt it because it's already #1. Let's weigh these bars. Now these should be 3.3 without the outgassing and a solid pour. This should be about 3.3 pounds. Well, 3.1. What do I know? 3.25, so that's pretty much 3.3. 3.16, so 3.2 is about what we're getting. But what I ended up melting the other day, 12.055, 12 pounds. I'll take it, and it's way better than this garbage. It's still copper. I call it garbage, but it's still good. But this is gooder.